What's going on, guys? Today we have our first tier list of Madden 26, and of course we're going to get started with the most important position on the field, and that is of course quarterback. I'll be honest, I played this game for an unhealthy amount yesterday. I used a QB at pretty much every tier. I didn't just go to the top end QB. I used a low to mid-level guy, I used a mid-level guy, mid to high level, and I used who I think is the best QB in the game so far. And what I've gathered from all that information, all those games I played, I'm going to apply this to the tier list today. And by the way, if you are confused as to why half the tier list is already going to be filled out, how I'm going to do the tier list this year is we're going to rank all the cards. I rank them all, and then I get my top 10. I pull them off the tier list, and I'm going to explain my reasoning as to why I have them where they're at, and kind of go through the cards more in depth. That's what we're going to do this year for the tier list. I think I did this a couple of years ago maybe, but I do like this format a lot. But some guys I do want to talk about. Joe Milton. This dude, Joe Milton, we got to talk about him. For 6,000 coins right now, he has 85 throw power. 6'5", which will make him more consistent because you're going to have less D-line slot opportunities and better throw angles. So 6'5", very important on him, but 85 throw power. And placement, I mean, his accuracy is not great. But if you're decent with placement accuracy, throw power and getting the ball to your guys into those tight windows does go a long way. You might have obviously more orange and yellow throws, and I'm not going to sit here and say that accuracy doesn't matter, but there's going to be some throws that you make with Joe Milton for just 6,000 coins that the number one QB in the game can make. So that's why Joe Milton is a little bit higher than maybe you would expect to see at 75. I know this card's being talked about a lot. I also do really like Drake May's card, Bo Nix. I would say like right in here's a pretty sweet spot for like value and how good they play. Right in this spot right here, you get Milton, May, McCarthy, Bo Nix, all guys that can move a little bit, all guys with good throw power, and all guys with decent size. So I like all these guys here in the middle. Obviously there's different play styles at QB. Some people can play with a QB that has 60 speed like Jared Goff, but other people can't, so it comes down to different play styles. So what I really keyed in on today was throw power, speed, and accuracy, obviously. But I release earlier in the year. I don't nitpick release too much at the beginning. We'll nitpick release later in the year. We also don't know what releases are good. It's a whole new release system this year, so we're going to have to find out by playing. We still don't have all that information yet. We're going to find out soon, though, probably a week or two or so. We'll have QBs with our favorite releases, We never know who it could be this year, because I think Slinger 1's kind of mid this year, but we'll see. Yeah, all new releases, all new stuff, but let's just get right into it. If you're looking to add any of these quarterbacks to your team today, head to my sponsor, MMOEXP. They have the cheapest, most reliable Madden coins on the market. Do not forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is in the description. Let's get started here with Jordan Love. This card is just kind of solid all around, and I know I did just mention Slinger 1 and how it's kind of mid. It is still good short to mid. Deep release, it's pretty atrocious, honestly, but 6'4", which is a good height. He's got 83 throw power. He's got over 80 accuracy in short and deep with an 80 throw on the run and an 81 throw under pressure. So you have all these 80 stats with a decent release, with a good height, with decent speed. I think Jordan Love is decent enough, decent enough to put into our B tier today. I'm fine with putting him in B tier. I got no complaints with that. Next up, we got Joe Burrow. He's going for 400K right now, and I've said this before in videos already this year. Don't overspend for a core elite right now, because again, I have Mutt Leaks muted, but my Twitch chat, they tell me, like, they give me cryptic information. It could be completely inaccurate, but I don't check Mutt Leaks, but it looks like we're going to be having a big drop soon. So, and based on what we've seen from the promo cards already, like rookie premieres and things like that, it does look like they're going to have promo cards jump core elites pretty early on. If you watch my video about the speed, I said maybe they're going to progress speed based off the, progress speed in a certain way. They're not going to do that, I think. I think that it was an all-in money grab. So you go and buy this 400K Joe Burrow, and then he's 70K next week, So I think maybe that's a little drastic, but you know what I'm saying? Like, don't go overspending. Like, I don't think unless you're just the biggest Joe Burrow fan, you can't play this game without Joe Burrow at QB. I wouldn't overspend for him, but we're talking about Joe Burrow, not his price. Okay, I'm going to try to refrain from talking price on these guys because some of the prices are pretty egregious. But 75 speed again, Jordan Love, that's pretty good. Burrow's releases historically have been pretty good. He has release number 3. He's got over 80 throw power, over 80 short, over 80 mid, and over 80 deep. So this is what I mean. Like, if you can get +2 or even +1 throw power on a Joe Burrow using a strat card, it makes him that much better. So yeah, Joe Burrow. And obviously, abilities on these guys, nope. So Joe Burrow, I think, is A tier. Good throw power with 80 accuracy stats and some decent speed. Next man up is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what they did with this guy, all right? I feel like Mahomes at least, maybe Mahomes isn't as much of a deep passer as I feel like he is. because they kind of just shell him and then they make him throw it quick. But 82 deep accuracy, 82 mid accuracy. All right. 85, I feel like he's a guy who's deserving of the highest throw power, right? I don't know, 85. I feel like for the core elites would have made sense on Mahomes. Not the fastest guy, not the best acceleration. Really good throw on the run, though, so if you can escape, he'll be very, very good. And also does have those Mahomes release throws out of the pocket, which is probably better than his actual pocket release. But Mahomes, I mean, right now, like linemen, they're not all super fast, so you can actually outrun some of these guys off the edge. Even with a guy like Mahomes, if like a defensive tackle gets through you, you're able to kind of roll out, or if you set up the blocks, you're able to roll out fine and feel somewhat decent. It's not as clunky as if you played CFB this year. You know that regardless of QB speed, it's going to feel kind of clunky rolling out. I don't have that feel with Madden 26 so far. So Mahomes, I think, can be pretty viable. Again, that price for the name is pretty egregious, but I do think Patty is a nice little B tier option. I don't love this early game Mahomes. I don't love many early games Mahomes. I feel like abilities down the road kind of make him Mahomes, not really the stats as much. Like, we get a little, in past years it's kind of been that way. Maybe get a little gunslinger, a little something like that, So Mahomes, A tier, obviously solid, but definitely not worth his price. And next up, we have Matthew Stafford. I just started using this guy, okay? Matt Stafford, to me, has always had really good releases. I wanted to give a little Stafford card a try. Based off like the trailer and what they've been saying about the releases, Stafford seems to be pretty unique at quarterback. So I've been giving him a try, and his short release is the best I've used so far this year. He almost just gets it out. He gets it out so quick, almost just flicks it. His short release is the best I've used this year, and you pair that with 85 throw power. You pair that with 80 short and 84 deep accuracy. If you're able to get this guy like a +1 or +2 throw power strat card, I mean, we're talking crazy. The only problem with him is his mobility. That's his only problem from the pocket. He's goated. Like, you'll have no issues with him. And again, I'm not really valuing abilities too much yet because they're really the only guy who really gets abilities at QB right now is Baker, and they're just X factor ones that can light up if you have like Homer or whatever you put on him. I don't know, easier if you do stuff like that. But until we get like concrete abilities on some of these QBs like the RPs have, I'm not going to consider abilities too much. But the first wave of QBs with abilities are going to be pretty crazy. But even a decent height, 6'3", even good dripping game, which of course does matter. People say it doesn't, but it does. Trust me. So yeah, we are going to put, where is he? Matthew Stafford right here in front of Mahomes and Joe Burrow. That's just how the game's playing, man. Crazy times. And next man up is Justin Herbert. I've seen a lot of Justin Herbert. I think he's in some kind of starter pack or something, but he is actually a pretty good QB. He has the height, he has the throw power, he's got 280 accuracy stats. The reason why I put him over Justin Herbert is I feel like more people are able to play with QBs that can move a little bit better. So I did put Herbert in front of Stafford. However, if you're fine in the pocket and you don't feel the pressure, you're able to set up your blocks and you're okay, I would put Stafford ahead of Justin Herbert for you. But if you don't rely on that speed as much, Stafford's probably a better passer, but I think as the complete package, being able to roll out, having 81 throw on the run, having a pretty good release as well. And again, I played this guy a lot. He's pretty good on the run. It's pretty frustrating, and he's able to escape the pocket just fine. So Justin Herbert, I've seen great things from this card. He's pretty good, man. And next up, we got Baker Mayfield. And I do want to mention one more thing about Herbert real quick, or just any BND QB in general. If you have any of these guys besides maybe Jordan Love that I've talked about in today's video, BND, and you're thinking, I want to upgrade to one of the S tier guys, I want to upgrade, I would just wait. Just wait. Again, the market's going to go down as we get more promo QBs. Wait for one, maybe one that makes more sense affordability wise before you go and, just abandon your pretty good QB and spend 400 up near 400K to make that upgrade. I would just be careful with that. I would just rock with any of these guys I mentioned today if you have them BND somehow. Definitely, I think Herbert for sure, but Baker Mayfield also very, very good. 6'1", has one of the better releases in the game that I've used. Also match that with the max throw power for a core elite. You have the speed, you have the 280 accuracy stats. Baker just plays well even at his lower overall. So yeah, Baker Mayfield, we're going to put him top of A tier. The next guy I want to talk about is Jalen Hurts. So right now in the store, the highest you're able to get is the 85 overall upgrade token. If the season pass allows you to get enough XP to even get the 85 token, I believe you can. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know obviously you can't get him up to the full upgrade 87. This card looks crazy, by the way, but 85 is the highest I believe you can get him right now. It might be 84, but 85, this card looks crazy at an 85, man. Looking at the landscape, if you have this Jalen Hurts card, 83 speed, 85 acceleration, 85 short accuracy, 85 throw on the run, even with a good play, and not that play action matters that much, but he's got it. Also has 80 mid and 83 deep. And 81 carrying as well, which is pretty crazy for the QBs in this game so far if you've been paying attention to the ball carrier stats throughout this video. But yeah, Hurts is really, really good, man. I think he's definitely S tier for sure. For sure, man. He's a stud. We are down to our final 3 quarterbacks. These guys are going to be right after Jalen Hurts, following in order. Okay, we're going to go in order here from 3 to 1 to round out today's tier list. At number 3 today, I'm going to go Josh Allen. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't know why, but I played a lot of Josh Allens yesterday. I don't know why I played so many. It was probably like 5. 5 Josh, not even exaggerating. Maybe because a lot of these guys that I played who had Josh Allen weren't the best. I have this slight judgment on him, but he wasn't that crazy, which is crazy to say. I mean, he's obviously very good and makes throws that really no one else like in this game right now can make. He's obviously very good, but I didn't feel like, I don't know. Obviously, he's good, and people might kind of take that the wrong way whenever I talk bad about cards or don't put a card even like one spot where people thought he was going to be. I think he's trash, but he's obviously good. But I don't know. I played him a lot, and I was stopping him. You know, I was all right. But he's got the speed. He has, of course, the custom Josh Allen jump throws, which is frustrating to play against. He has these animations he's able to kind of dip into that other guys obviously don't have. So it feels very unique, and he's got, the max throw power, the throw on the run, the accuracy stats, all good with the speed as well. And, of course, 6'5". It's Josh Allen. So he's our number 3 today, right in front of our Jalen Hurts. I would then go Lamar Jackson at number 2. Lamar, 85 speed with 86 acceleration, 85 short accuracy, and a pretty good release. Obviously, it takes a certain scheme to make Lamar really, really good. But if you put a little strat card on him, I mean, this dude's going to be slanging it. As a ball carrier, he's insane. I think like getting an early game Lamar like this, if you can get him on your team, whether it's BND or if you're crazy enough to spend $1 million for him, this is when he's probably the most broken because he has that crazy speed differential to a lot of guys in this game right now, and a lot of teams you see aren't super complete. So Lamar Jackson, you're gonna have a lot of fun if you have him. I've seen some clips. He's the real deal. But at number 1 to me, the best QB I've used so far, the best QB I've seen so far, is Baker Mayfield's LTD. His price has kind of been going up. It's been kind of going down. He's in packs for a little bit. So his price theoretically should get down if we get more QBs. His price will definitely go down. I'm not too sure how EA is going to play this with him. But if he's close to quick sell, I mean, this guy's, you pull the trigger on him, man. Doesn't really get any crazy abilities. Only gets like X Factor abilities with like Homer or Closer or whatever, or Indoor Ball or whatever you want to do there. But this guy's release, insane. It's really, really good. He's able to roll out. He's able to scramble a little bit with the 86 throw power. If you have that strat card, my goodness, this guy rips it. And to me, yes, Baker Mayfield number 1. So our top 5 today, it's Baker, it's Lamar, it's Josh Allen. We then have Jalen Hurts, and then we have Baker again, which, yeah, we do the full circle on Baker. So have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching today's video. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.